So today is September 1st, meaning it is officially the first day of Halloween, because Halloween isn't just one day in October. I really do think it's a state of mind that you can celebrate all year, but much like how Christmas starts on December 1st, I really feel that Halloween starts on September 1st. And you know what else starts on September 1st? That's a very Halloween-y thing, is Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando and Hollywood. In case you're someone that lives in one of those places and sort of wants to see what's going on there, or you're someone like me that lives a million miles away from either of those places and you just want to be jealous the whole time that you're not attending, sit back and we're gonna go through this year's Halloween Horror Nights. So I think the first thing we should do is go through the haunted houses that are at both parks in Orlando and Hollywood, because the majority of them are the same, but there are sort of specific ones that I guess are more exclusive to certain parks. So let's go through the ones that are at both. So the first one that's going to be at both parks is Stranger Things 4, Try to Escape the Curse of Vecna. You'll need your squad to resist Vecna's gruesome curse. Like 11, now's your chance to stop him once and for all as you take on the scariest season of Stranger Things yet. I'm like, this is an unpopular opinion, but I am so over Stranger Things. I just feel like it's just with all the delays with shooting and stuff, and I mean, obviously, like, the delays now are justified with the writer's strike and the actor's strike going on. I'll still watch the last season when it comes out and stuff, but I just, like, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. But I feel like every other season of Stranger Things has gotten a haunted house, so it just probably seems on par, a tradition, to cover the new season at Halloween Horror Nights. So next up is The Exorcist Believer and Evil Awakened. Two missing girls have been found with no memory of what happened to them, but wherever they went, the ultimate evil has returned with them. Enter the most terrifying scenes from the new Blumhouse film. I wonder if we click on View Details, if anything fun comes up. Not really, it's just... Oh, there's a trailer. I guess I could have watched the trailer. Okay, let's watch the Stranger Things trailer then. I didn't realize they did trailers for these.
Another conspiracy theory? There's no hidden stuff in the park. Let me
also, this person does not look young enough to be in high school. Weird. Oh, she dropped her phone. I wonder if they have a guy in a costume or if they're just using footage from the show in this little trailer.
You good? Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Also, if they're supposed to be dressing like it's the 80s, they're not really doing a great job of it, I think. Okay, so there, we watched that one. Let's watch the Exorcist one. Because that's the one we're talking about now.
This week, we'll be talking about a conspiracy over 2 decades in the making. We'll uncover the truth about what's really going on at Halloween Horror Nights. The signs are everywhere, hiding in how many times have you gone?
Is this guy gonna turn into the Exorcist? You know, even though these are just trailers for, like, the haunted houses and they don't really show that much footage of them, these are still, like, really well done.
Is more than just a legend.
The Exorcist Believer only at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights.
Interesting. Okay, and then we've got The Last of Us. Big fan. So let's watch the trailer for this one. I mean, I could read the synopsis, or we could just watch the trailer. I could do both, actually. You and your squad will encounter the haunting and overgrown world of Naughty Dog's video game in a brand new, terrifying way as you make your way through an abandoned Pittsburgh. Join Joel and Ellie and don't make a sound if you want to survive clickers, hunters, and more. No matter what, keep finding something to fight for. Now, I know that this is a game on the PlayStation, but I find it interesting that they didn't sort of tie the HBO show into any of the marketing. Because, like, I'm not someone that played the game. I knew it was a game, but, like, I know it more from the show than the actual game. It's a weird thing. Okay, let's watch this trailer. They got a girl that looks oddly like Sarah in the show. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Oh, fuck, there's a fucking cinematic universe with these trailers.
You'd think I'd be used to them by now.
Thanks for paying attention, Jordy.
Sorry.
Alright, just skip to exactly 32 seconds in the video and
Another conspiracy theory? There's no hidden stuff in the park.
Hey, are you guys seeing this?
So, is there some sort of secret thing I'm gonna find out by watching these trailers or whatever? Because that seems like it's some sort of conspiracy theory type thing now. Also, I like that sign that says good energy is contagious. That's funny. Because, like, contagious cordyceps stuff. It's cool. Good job. Okay.
Step into the world of The Last of Us. Only at
Okay.
Universal's Halloween Horror Nights.
Buddy, I wish I could. That guy is so scared. Okay, next up we've got Chucky Ultimate Kill Count. There's no trailer for this one, I don't think. It looks like they just did trailer for those three. But yeah, Chucky is back. He's hijacked his own haunted house with all kinds of bloody hijinks. You and your friends must try to survive his ultimate kill count. When I think of the words kill count, I only think about dead meat. So and I know that they had a lot of trouble posting their kill counts for the Chucky series, I think. I think they kept getting, like, copyright strikes for it from the distribution company. So, interesting of them to use a title that is commonly associated with a channel that they were not letting give their movies free advertising, basically. But anyways, I don't know if you can tell by the color of the sky, but it's many hours later. I am mid-editing this, and I just went to the Halloween Horror Nights YouTube page just to grab the videos of, like, the haunted house trailers, and I realized they have one for Chucky, and they have one called Halloween Horror Nights Scream Squad Full-Length Video Orlando. And they also have a tribute store walkthrough. So I figured, what the heck? This video is already going to be super long. So why not add the rest of these into the mix? For right now, we're just going to watch the Chucky trailer for Halloween Horror Nights. I really need to finish, like, the Child's Play and Chucky movies. I only saw the first one.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
But I really want to watch the show. So, maybe I should get on that.
Yeah, that's right. I'm back. And I'll
There he
see you
is.
suckers at Universal Studios Halloween.
I wish he could be in a cage match with Billy the Puppet. So they announced this very far in advance. This was 10 months ago. So this was like... This was October 31st last year. So they announced a full year in advance that Chucky was going to be at it. So I guess we should have known that. Or I should have known that, I guess, before doing the work. So now that we've seen all the trailers so far, I guess we should probably watch the Scream Squad full-length video. But But I have a feeling it's just going to be the 3 videos we've already saw. So let's watch the Orlando one first. Nice little shot of the place. This is like an interesting group. It's forced. Oh shit, they found the cult.
I've seen this
They
before.
found the cult symbol. Also, this lighting is really doing it for me, I think.
Come on.
No.
They're gonna get all culted. This doesn't bode well for them. Ooh, a spooky doll.
This isn't creepy at all.
That hand is from the dollar store. I have that.
This isn't on the
It's not here because it's smashed and I'm waiting for it to be fixed. But you can literally get that at the dollar store. I'm being so mean. Oh shit, she's in The Last of Us.
You guys?
They got transported. If she gets transported into the world of the show, why does she still have an iPhone? iPhones never exist. Also, how would she have cell service? Because if she's in the world of The Last of Us, everything's been gone to shit for about 20 years, so I can't imagine there's working cell service.
What is it?
Okay, this guy's gonna get exorcised or something. Why do they... I didn't watch the trailer for Exorcist Believer yet. I need to. But I'm just wondering... Oh, well, I guess the heart monitors make sense because they're like young children, so you don't want to like kill them. I should probably watch that trailer. Huh. And then... Where are you in Stranger Things? Where are you?
Hello?
She's in a school, but that's not the one that was in the Stranger Things one earlier. Oh, it probably is Stranger Things. Yeah, it's strange. They're both in Stranger Things. Okay. Maybe it would have made more sense for one of them to run in with Chucky, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm just reacting to these. Oh, fuck, you're gonna have to play Kate Bush. You have to play Kate Bush and wake her up. The green screen on that is a little noticeable. That's literally just a clip from the show. Some of the effects aren't that bad, but some of them are noticeable. But obviously I don't think they have massive budgets to do these with. So are these actors gonna be like running around the park or whatever? I mean, not me personally, but there is one for Hollywood, but I imagine it's just the clip at the beginning that's changed. Yeah, they just changed the intro, but everything else is exactly the same. They just show some clips from Hollywood at the beginning. The last haunted house that's at both of the exhibits is the Universal Monsters Unmasked. For Universal Monsters, one new nightmare. Descend into the Paris catacombs where you and your squad will face a new horde of monsters. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the Phantom of the Opera, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and the Invisible Man. This one sounds interesting. I really want to watch more like classic Universal horror movies like around this Halloween season. I watched The Bride of Frankenstein for the first time last summer, I think, and I just totally fell in love with it. Might have even been 2 summers ago. I don't know. Time has blurred together. But yeah, this one sounds cool. Like Paris catacombs and stuff. It's interesting to see how they'll pull that off. So I think now we'll switch over to the exclusives for Orlando, because I'm already on that page. The first one is Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origins. Your soul is a price he's willing to pay. You won't be able to resist going inside Dr. Oddfellow's menacing menagerie of twisted oddities, but the price for you and your friends is steep. The cost of your souls to feed his immortal power. I don't know anything about Dr. Oddfellow. I don't know if he's maybe like a park character or whatever. So really no comment on this one from me. Next up, it's Dueling Dragons Choose Thy Fate. No matter who you choose, you lose. 2 warlocks of great power were turned into dragons after trying to take Merlin's spellbook. Now you and your friends are caught in their epic battle. You must choose a path and a victor. This one is interesting because it doesn't sound like a haunted house at all, so I'm just wondering where the scares are, if it's more of like a witchcrafty warlock type thing, or maybe it's supposed to be just a more tame thing for people to walk through if they aren't like big on getting scared or whatever. So interesting concept, and I wonder how they're gonna pull it off. The next one, I was like, this one doesn't sound like anything special, but upon thinking about it a bit more, it sounds pretty cool. It's the Yeti Campground Kills. Yeti or not, here they come. You and your friends are about to venture into a 1950s campground overrun by huge menacing Yetis who rip apart anyone who gets in their way. You must flee to the Ranger Tower to escape. This sounds cool. I like that they chose 1950s specifically, and I'm interested to see how they pull that off in the haunted house instead of just doing a modern day one. It'll just be cool to see. So the second last one, that's an Orlando exclusive, is The Darkest Deal. Fame is fleeting, fear is forever. Blues musician Pine Straw Spruce will have to face the music after meeting with the Collector and trading his soul for musical glory. You and your squad learn the terrible price of fame. Much like the Warlock one, I feel like this one is going to be sort of a less scary one. I don't know. It doesn't sound like there's a whole lot of scares. It doesn't sound like he's going, or maybe he's going to hell or something, because the picture does show like a fork in the road or whatever, so maybe that's what the deal is. I don't know. The description doesn't really do anything for me. And then finally, the last Orlando exclusive haunted house is Blood Moon Dark Offerings. Bleed for the Blood Moon. In a colonial-era village, moon worshippers witness a blood moon at their fall festival. They take it as a sign to hunt down any non-followers, including you and your Scream Squad. I mean, this just sounds like sort of a generic, culty type one where you get chased, and maybe there's some, like, rituals you run into while you're doing the haunted house. I mean, take everything I say with a grain of salt, because I have not gone to my town's local Fright Night ever. I was in it. I worked, like, the sort of concessions booth in costume, dressed as Carrie in -10 weather when I was like 12. I also didn't want any blood on my face, so it was like a terrible Carrie costume. And then they did a zombie apocalypse themed one, I think the next year, and I was in that one, but I wasn't more of a scare actor. I just had to pretend that I got bit by a zombie and then unalive myself with a prop weapon. And there was no gore or anything. It was just a type thing. I'm censoring my words a little because I don't want, I don't know, this video to get demonetized or anything. So let's cross the country and go over to Universal Studios Hollywood and look at their exclusive haunts and look at their exclusive haunted houses. So arguably the one that I would hack my foot off in the Saw bathroom to see is the Evil Dead Rise one. God, I wish I had a trailer or pictures or something so I could see what it's like. I am crossing my fucking fingers that someone does like a walkthrough video of it so I can do a Hail to the Deadites video on it. I really, really hope that. But yeah, Evil Dead Rise, the Evil Dead have risen again. An ancient curse rises in a new setting, an LA apartment. The Book of the Dead is about to unleash unimaginable horrors on you and your Scream Squad. Evil has come home. So I imagine the house is going to be similar to Ellie's apartment from the movie. Probably be her and some deadites that'll jump out at you or whatever. Probably cheese grater, I imagine. Moving on from that, we've got Monstros, the Monsters of Latin America. 3 times the legend, 3 times the terror. With La Muerte as your guide, you and your Scream Squad must try to survive 3 terrifying legends. I don't speak Spanish, so I am not even going to attempt to butcher these names. But we've got the blood-sucking owl-faced witch, that's the one on the left, and then the bone-ripping guys are down here. Maybe, I'm not sure, but this seems cool. Very cool to tie in some cultural stuff to this. Hopefully they don't, like, butcher, like, historic legends or whatever. I know that's always a thing to sort of have concern about for these type of things, but also I am very white, so I don't have a lot to say on the matter. And then finally, the last Hollywood exclusive haunted house is Holidays in Hell. It's a fear-long celebration. From New Year's Eve to Thanksgiving, your favorite holidays to celebrate with your friends are going to hell. 'Tis the season to scream in this holiday nightmare. The scarier, the merrier. So this one will probably just be a walk through different holidays, but they made them scary, I guess. But yeah, it seems really cool. I mean, honestly, the one I'm most excited to see stuff from is the Evil Dead one. Just sort of the big ones, I guess, I'm more excited to check out. I mean, if there's footage of the Yeti one, I would be, like, all over that. Because it seems really, really interesting. Hopefully it's done well, because that is something I would 100% want to see. They've got exclusive stuff going on at each of the parks that I guess are sort of more specific to where they are in the world. So we'll start with Hollywood, because that's the one we just finished. So they've got Terror Tram, the Exterminators. Terror Tram is back, and this time the bugs are taking over. Tour guide Larry Larva and his bug-headed exterminators are out to get rid of human pests once and for all. You'll be dropping like flies. We could view details. Is there a video? There is a video. Okay, we're gonna watch this. I love these videos that they've done. They're very good.
Trust me. I can't wait for you to see this. Hey, I gotta go. I'll see you on the other side.
Oh, vague. Vague death metaphor. So is the premise of just Hollywood Horror Nights being the park overtaken by like a cult or something? Because they've shown that cult symbol a lot.
Is this guy for real?
On this planet are insects. We outnumber humans a billion to one.
Is Larry Larva know he's a human too, or is he like some kind of human fly hybrid? Oh. Oh fuck, everyone's turned into bugs. That's not good. That's not good.
Stop the tram!
Oh, we're just getting started.
Oh.
You'll be dropping like flies. Terror Tram, the Exterminators.
Interesting. So scare zones are places around the park that you can walk through, and they have scare actors that'll like jump out and scare you and stuff. They're not like haunted houses, they're just around the parks. You can like choose to walk through them or not. So the first one they have for Hollywood is Ghosts with a Z. As soon as you enter the event, a horde of blood-soaked, chainsaw-wielding ghosts will descend upon you and your scream squad with twisted smiles. These spectral horrors will haunt you. Then we've got Toys with a Z. A maniacal toy maker is using dark magic to bring evil toys to life, including a porcelain doll, teddy bear, nutcracker, and ballerina. Now these devilish dolls are after you and your friends. And then we've got El Terror de las Momias. Villagers unearthed an ancient army of mummies. Now you and your squad are the targets of their cursed wrath. And if you manage to escape, you won't get away from Muerte and the goddess of death. They've got live entertainment as well. So they've got Blumhouse Behind the Screams. Take a behind the screams look at some of your favorite and upcoming Blumhouse films with a killer surprise. I imagine this is probably some sort of like screening thing, and then maybe someone jumps out at the end and scares you. Maybe Michael Myers or something, or some other Blumhouse character. And then there's The Purge, Dangerous Waters, which is the water show rebranded, I think. A politician escapes to an island to avoid the purge. When the purgers find them, it ignites a fiery EDM show as they fight to survive, which is just the coolest description out of all of these. I've always wanted to be in an EDM show fighting for my life. They've also got a little bit of exclusive food and stuff, and they've got some pictures. They've got these beef birria tacos, which I imagine sort of ties into like the Latin American stuff that they have going on. They've got pizza fries. I don't know if these are year-round or whatever. They look pretty good. Skull candy drinks. The chocolate skull cake. They have this at both parks. This is the cordyceps corn dog, which actually sounds delicious. Don't fear becoming a clicker. The cordyceps fungi topping this giant Korean corn dog are delicious when paired with crispy potato sticks, daikon sprouts, mozzarella, and a truffle cream sauce atop crinkle-cut fries. That sounds so good. But I'm surprised they didn't have mushrooms in it somewhere, because cordyceps are sort of more like fungi-ish. So they could have thrown some mushroom into the mix. Then we've got the Child's Play funnel cake. Nothing goes with Chucky's murderous mayhem like this funnel cake with strawberry puree, whipped cream, Halloween sprinkles, and a sugar knife. Looks pretty good. And then if we scroll down, sort of the things that jump out are Stellar Bar, Demogorgon Pizza, which would be interesting to see. They've got 3 new cocktails, the Purge Punch, Peacocktail, and Charles Lee Ray. Interesting. Chucky's True Classic Barbecue. Chucky's really moving up in the world, man. He's got his own haunted house. He's got his own barbecue. He's got the Friends to the End burnt end sandwich, which I imagine the end of it will be burnt or something. Always Come Back corn dog, Child's Play funnel cake, and then there's some cocktails. They've got 4 Latin folklore cocktails. They're the names from the other exhibit that I cannot pronounce. I'm sorry. There's a margarita, a Moscow mule, and then one called La Lechuza and La Muerte. And then the Cordyceps corn dog, and then some more of the specialty items. So that's it for Hollywood, but if we jump over to Orlando, they've got 5 sinister scare zones. They've got Dr. Oddfellow's Collection of Horror. Dr. Oddfellow will lure you into Halloween Horror Nights with a promise of immortality. As he lifts the veil on all the horrors to come, you'll soon realize you might not even survive the night. Dark Zodiac. Dr. Oddfellow has entered a dark dimension to harness the power of the Zodiac and live forever. He twists the signs into malevolent beings who foretell your doom. As his star rises, yours falls. I'm guessing Dr. Oddfellow must be like a year-round thing there. I don't know. If you know, please correct me in the comments. We've got Jungle of Doom Expedition Horror. In the 1920s, Dr. Oddfellow ventured deep into the darkest jungle, performing horrific experiments on nature. Now his monstrous creations are running amok and coming after you. We've got Vamp 69, Summer of Blood. At a 60s music fest in a small New York town, you'll jam to popular bands and with fellow concertgoers until Dr. Oddfellow unleashes vicious vampires on the audience. They're out for your blood. Whoever is playing Dr. Oddfellow has got some fucking legwork to do to be in these 5 scare zones and have his own haunted house. I imagine it's multiple actors, but I would like to think it was just one person. Just, you know when rom-coms, when someone has 2 dates in one night and they're running back and forth between the date and like changing in the cab or whatever, I imagine that's what this Dr. Oddfellow actor would be doing, running between the scare zones and the haunted house. And then we've got Shipyard 32, Horrors Unhinged. Enter a 1940s San Francisco shipping yard full of mysterious crates and cages bearing Dr. Oddfellow's symbol. Beware, his nightmarish oddities have now escaped, spreading fear and chaos in their wake. Now, they don't have an exterminator type ride thing, but they do have some live entertainment. They have the Nightmare Fuel Revenge Dream, which I think is like a pyrokinetic show, or here's the description. The show that sparked your darkest dreams has reignited. Let your nightmares burn out of control as the pyro and aerial performers fire you up to the beat of metal and electronica. And then we'll take a peek at their food and drinks. So they've also got the Cordyceps corn dog. Same thing, but it doesn't have fries on the bottom like the other one. They've got the Bloody Snowball. Get Yeti to get your claws on this chocolate cake topped with marshmallow buttercream and desiccated coconut. That actually looks really cool. I'm not a chocolate cake person, but I would eat this. We've got the Lagoon Bridge Peanut Butter Smash Burger. Sink your teeth into these 2 beef patties, practically bleeding raspberry jelly and topped with peanut sauce, Leicestershire cheese, onions, jalapeno bacon, and cherry peppers on a vampire brioche bun. This looks very interesting, but does also look like it would give you like an instant heart attack. Raspberry jelly is an interesting choice to have on a burger. I don't know, maybe I'll have to try that out sometime. Then we've got the Sour Apple Pie Funnel Fries. This seems sort of less horror and more just like fall fare, I guess. These sugar-seasoned funnel fries are the stuff of legend, topped with apple pie filling, sour apple ice cream, and streusel. And then here's a couple of the drinks. We've got the Near Chucky Ultimate Kill Count Haunted House Heart of Damballa. Be transported, figuratively, not literally, by this bourbon agave lemonade with blueberry and Malbec on top and glitter on the bottom. I don't know what any of those things taste like together, but it sounds delicious. And then once again, we've got another peanut butter and jelly thing. The Peanut Butter Smuggler Mocktail. Escape from certain doom with this peanut butter and raspberry jelly mocktail with a touch of spice and honey. Looks good. The Stellar Bar, it says, nerd out with the Cheddar Jalapeno Hellfire Club, smoke up your brain waves with Murray's Brain Tonic, and escape your doom with the Peanut Butter Smuggler. Was that the Peanut Butter Smuggler? Okay. Okay, that makes sense now that a lot of the stuff is peanut butter and jelly themed at the Stranger Things restaurant, because kids eat peanut butter and jelly, and there's kids in Stranger Things. And then Peacock has a Halloween horror bar. Cool. There's one more video I wanted to add into this, and it's the tribute store. So I imagine this is like the merch shop there. That stuff looks cool. Some of this stuff is cute, but I want like a... I just saw Oddfellows again, so I imagine he's a much bigger part of this than I imagined. This stuff looks cute. It also just looks like a cool place to walk through, even if you don't buy anything. False Idols Part 1. Is this is a video? I thought this was just gonna be showing off the store. I didn't realize this was a whole story. That effect's kind of cool. I wonder if that's just for the video or if that's just there. Not the raindrops on the floor, but that door thing. Dead guy. This is... Wow. Lots of Chucky stuff. They must have a really... I mean, it's Universal, and I think Universal distributed Chucky. Distributed? So I know that they probably have... They can do whatever they want with him. That's Eddie from Stranger Things. Chucky Trifle Cake. Those were little brains. They're just pumpkins. That guy's kind of scary. That's a cute little video to show off your store. Anyways, back to me a few hours ago. So I think that's all there is to cover on Halloween Horror Nights. If more stuff comes, I will definitely do another video, maybe once some of the exhibits themselves are... People have done like walkthrough videos or whatever. Really want to see the Evil Dead one. Really want to see the Yeti one. And then seeing like the bigger ones like The Last of Us and The Exorcist and the Stranger Things ones would be cool. But yeah, this looks like so much fun. I am kind of insanely jealous to anyone that gets to go. Yeah, we don't have theme parks where I live, so the closest we get is like Fright Night, where people dress up and jump out at you in a walking track. So maybe I'll go to that. I don't know, it'd be fun too. I've never done it before, because I'm too much of a wuss, despite the fact I am a horror content creator. So anyways, I'm going to leave it at that for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite haunted house was, or what you want to see the most, sort of, as the month goes on and more people make videos on this. And I will catch you in the next video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And I'll see you next time.